Good morning. It's January 9th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. NASA is reshaping its ambitious Mars sample return mission just days ahead of a leadership transition. On January 7, 2025, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson unveiled a revised plan aimed at addressing the mission's soaring costs and lengthy delays. Originally estimated at $11 billion, the mission faced significant hurdles that would have pushed sample returns to after 2040. In light of these challenges, NASA is now proposing two new strategies that could reduce the budget to between $6 billion and $7 billion. These updated plans could enable the mission to be completed by 2035, marking a significant acceleration from the prior timeline. The strategies involve leveraging existing technologies, such as the sky crane landing method successfully used by the Perseverance and Curiosity rovers, and potentially collaborating with commercial partners like SpaceX and Blue Origin. Both proposed options include plans to clean the sample tubes on the Martian surface instead of inside the spacecraft, and consider using nuclear power to counteract Martian dust storms. NASA aims to return 30 titanium tubes containing samples collected by the Perseverance rover, which has gathered over 24 samples since its 2021 landing in Jezero Crater, an area of interest for signs of ancient life. A final decision on the retrieval strategy is expected in 2026, following detailed engineering studies. Nelson highlighted the necessity for the U.S. to lead the sample return effort rather than depend on a Chinese spacecraft, indicating that the incoming administration will significantly influence the mission's direction. If successful, these design revisions could not only lower costs, but also shorten the timeline for sample return by 1 to 5 years. As the new administration prepares to take office, the stance of incoming NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman regarding the Mars sample return mission remains unclear. A recent study led by Ginevra Doglioni at KU Leuven has uncovered critical insights into the aggressive nature of lung metastases. The research team examined samples from both mice and humans to investigate the role of certain biochemical signals in cancer progression. Their findings revealed that aspartate, an amino acid, is present in significantly higher amounts in the lung fluid of patients with metastases compared to healthy individuals. This suggests that aspartate may play a crucial role in the behavior of cancer cells, particularly in lung cancer. The study also found elevated levels of aspartate in the lungs of mice and patients suffering from metastatic breast cancer, further emphasizing its importance in lung metastasis. Additionally, the researchers identified an overactive translation program in cancer cells, leading to excessive protein production, which is less common in healthy cells. Among the proteins that were overproduced is collagen, which aids in the growth of cancer cells within the lungs and contributes to the aggressiveness of lung metastases. The implications of these findings could lead to enhanced cancer treatment strategies and may help prevent the formation of metastases. Moreover, the team is developing a novel test aimed at detecting cancer before symptoms arise. This research is particularly significant as nearly 500,000 people in Germany are diagnosed with cancer each year, with lung metastases occurring in up to 54% of those cases. The study was published in the journal Nature on January 1, 2025, following extensive research on samples from both cancerous mice and humans. A recent study published in the journal Nature Cell Biology has uncovered the crucial role of weak molecular interactions in initiating autophagy, a vital cellular recycling process. Autophagy works by breaking down unnecessary cell components into basic building blocks, preventing harmful aggregates and recycling nutrients essential for cell health. The research team, co-led by Professor Dr. Claudine Kraft from the University of Freiburg and Dr. Florian Wilfling from the Max Planck Institute, engineered conditions to trigger autophagy by modifying virus particles to ensure weak binding to receptors. Their experiments revealed that this weak binding allows receptors to remain mobile, forming clusters that lead to phase separation, a critical step for the initiation of autophagy. Conversely, strong binding was shown to inhibit this process, as demonstrated through simulations and experiments conducted on both yeast and human cells. These findings suggest potential therapeutic applications, particularly in targeting autophagy to degrade harmful aggregates linked to neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's, as well as improving cancer treatment efficacy. The research presents a novel method for selectively targeting autophagy in living cells, which could pave the way for significant advancements in medical treatments. This study not only emphasizes the importance of weak molecular interactions, but also opens new avenues for the artificial control of autophagy in cellular processes. Funding for this research was provided by various organizations, including the German Research Foundation, the European Research Council under Horizon 2020, and the Max Planck Society. A recent clinical trial has revealed significant health benefits associated with elderberry juice, particularly for gut microbiome health and glucose tolerance. Published in the journal Nutrients, the study involved 18 overweight adults and utilized a randomized, placebo-controlled design to compare the effects of elderberry juice with a placebo that matched in taste and color. Participants who consumed 12 ounces of elderberry juice daily for 1 week demonstrated an increase in beneficial gut bacteria, while harmful bacteria decreased, contributing to an overall healthier gut microbiome. Conducted by researchers at Washington State University, the study suggests that elderberry juice may also aid in weight management and enhance metabolic health. Notably, the elderberry juice intervention resulted in a remarkable 24% reduction in blood glucose levels and a 9% decrease in insulin levels, indicating improved glucose processing. Additionally, elderberry juice enhanced fat oxidation during exercise and after high-carbohydrate meals, suggesting better fat-burning capabilities. These beneficial effects are attributed to the high concentration of anthocyanins in elderberry, known for their anti-inflammatory and anti-diabetic properties. Traditionally used as a folk remedy for immune support, this study adds to the growing evidence of elderberry's health benefits. Despite being more popular in Europe, demand for elderberry products has surged in the U.S., particularly following the COVID-19 pandemic. The research received a $200,000 grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture and involved collaboration from multiple universities. In light of these findings, researchers have filed a provisional patent for the use of American black elderberry's bioactive components in weight management and gut health applications. Future studies are planned to further investigate the effects of elderberry on individuals who have ceased weight loss medications and to confirm the initial findings. A recent study published in Molecular Psychiatry has unveiled a troubling connection between declining blood levels of acetyl L-carnitine and free carnitine and the worsening of Alzheimer's disease, particularly among women. Conducted by NYU Langone Health, the research involved 125 participants, including 93 diagnosed with varying degrees of cognitive impairment and 32 cognitively healthy individuals from California and Brazil. Dr. Betty Biggio, the lead investigator, pointed out that these findings may help clarify the higher prevalence of Alzheimer's in women compared to men. The study revealed that women with cognitive impairment experienced greater declines in these molecules than their male counterparts, indicating a significant disease-specific difference between the sexes. As cognitive decline progressed, women's levels of both acetyl L-carnitine and free carnitine significantly decreased, while men only showed declines in acetyl L-carnitine. Additionally, increased levels of amyloid beta and tau proteins, which are markers of Alzheimer's progression, correlated with the decreased blood levels of these molecules, enhancing diagnostic accuracy from over 80% to 93%. If validated, a blood test based on these findings could serve as a less invasive alternative for tracking Alzheimer's progression, compared to current methods like spinal taps. Further research is essential to explore the sources of acetyl L-carnitine, its effects on brain chemistry, and to identify additional potential biomarkers for Alzheimer's progression. Senior investigator Dr. Carla Nasca emphasized that understanding the molecular pathways of these declines could lead to new therapeutic targets for early intervention in Alzheimer's disease. The study received funding from several organizations, including the National Institutes of Health and the Alzheimer's Association, underscoring the collaborative effort in Alzheimer's research. Currently, an estimated 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease, significantly impacting women over the age of 65. This research highlights the importance of these molecules as potential biomarkers for identifying Alzheimer's disease and assessing its severity. This has been your Daily Brief in Science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.